everybody. Welcome, welcome. It's Donna.
And Norma.
And we are your Phoenix is Rising. We are so excited to be here with you today to do the brain game. Yay, brain game. And today's brain game, we're going to be treating the mind with Thanksgiving, gratitude, really grounding into gratitude today. So first of all, we're going to kick it off with just telling you a little bit about your Phoenix is Rising. Our vision is that of CSL, Centers of Spiritual Living, and it is to create a world that works for everyone. So we don't really care what your background is, what your passion is, any of that. We want you to be able to live your life out loud without judgment and be able to bring your Dharma into the world and your gift and be accepted for who you are. Exactly. And our mission as personal empowerment coaches, it is to enhance lives through personal empowerment and thus creating that world that works for everyone. Because if we're all feeling empowered, then we can all give our gifts and again, create the world we want. And then our motto is that the beauty is in the ashes. And the reason we chose this motto is because, you know, there are a million things in the world that can burn you growing up, you know, your family's not right, you know, whatever, there's trauma. And we invite you to just kind of take a look at it and know that all of it is what helps you to ignite you into that beautiful phoenix that you are, to be able to transcend your experiences and be able to live your awesome life. And so we just wanted to kind of tell you, if you are not already a subscriber on our YouTube channel, please click the bell icon and subscribe and get your notifications when we go live. And also join our Facebook group, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and we'll try to get, you know, our best to come out to you. But most Sundays at 12:30, we are going to go live with a treatment because we are practitioners in Centers of Spiritual Living. And I really love this form of praying, which is an affirmative prayer. And that's why we are doing this. So to kick us off, I'm going to ask Norma to do a reading from 365 Days of the Science of Mind.
Today, the reading from the 365 Science of Mind is entitled Thanksgiving. And Ernest Holmes begins by opening with a Bible quote from Isaiah 25:1. And it reads, O Lord, thou art my God. I will exalt thee. I will praise thy name. Thy kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. Hallowed be thy name. And today's reading is the attitudes of praise and thanksgiving are salutary. They not only lighten the conscious lifting, they not only enlighten the consciousness, lifting it out of sadness and depression, they elevate consciousness to a point of acceptance. Praise and thanksgiving are really attitudes of recognition. They are affirmations of the divine presence, the divine abundance, the divine givingness. It is only when we live affirmatively that we are happy. It is only when we recognize that the universe is built on affirmations that we can become happy. Today, through praise and thanksgiving, I recognize the divine presence in everything. In the midst of darkness, I will sing a song of the dawn, for I know that the eternal light dissipates all darkness. Today, I will recognize the beauty and the perfection in everything. I will call it forth with praise and thanksgiving, blessing the spiritual reality back of all things. Gratitude is one of the chief graces of human existence and is crowned in heaven with a consciousness of unity.
Thank you so much, Norma. And it is in this moment that I invite you now to go with me deep, deep down, becoming aware of the magic that is our very frail humanity. You know, with gratitude, you can always drop yourself out of the worst spaces. What I like to do when I'm really gripped with anxiety is to just take a moment, put my hand on my heart, and just be grateful for the next beat of my heart. Pain reminds you that you are alive. It reminds you that you live in a physical form. When you look around, the pain that is around you reminds you that you are a part of society and a part of a culture. And then as you look around even more, the pain of what is happening in our world reminds you that you have a choice to make different choices to support the entire planet. But always taken back to that moment of gratitude for the next breath, for the next heartbeat. I cannot stop my heart from beating just by thinking about it. It doesn't work that way. There's divine intervention happening behind all things. Animals know this very well. They sit in that state of gratitude all the time. You know, the Bible even says that check out the lilies of the field. They're not toiling and spinning and saying, oh my God, when am I going to be fed next? The birds of the air aren't going through a panic, you know. So too, we can trust that we are being supported by the universe. And let us go into affirmative prayer, spiritual mind treatment, where we treat our mind to recognize the allness of the one. I take a few deep breaths in this moment. I invite you to join me in doing those deep breaths together. I recognize the allness of the one, that energy and life force is everywhere. It exists all around me. It exists within me. I'm a part of everything as I sit in my seat right now. I love to call that allness God because it's the term that works the best for me in this moment. I live and breathe and have my being in the fullness of God. The very air that I breathe is God. The sound of voices in the background is God. The seat I sit on is God. All of it is divine expression, life energy pulsating all around me and through me. And in this very moment, while everything outside of my being is moving and decisions are being made by my friends and family and neighbors and enemies, that is orchestrating and weaving this experience that is called humanity, while this is going on, I am recognizing that all of it is God moving and breathing and expressing as different people, as different things. There's no one thing that God is. God is everywhere, encompasses all things, in and through, above, below. And as I breathe in God. And as my body assimilates oxygen and breathes out carbon dioxide to the trees, accept it, and the cycle continues. This is God working and expressing. And I am grateful for all of it. I speak my word knowing that I am always provided for. I just need to stop and recognize that the next breath is assured. And even if it is not, even if it is my last breath, this is humanity. And I blink back into that existence that no one knows yet, or nobody remembers. I know that that experience that is God is still assured. And I return to whatever that may be. I speak my word knowing for those who are closest to the veil, and the veil is lifting for them. It is an easy and wonderful homecoming for them. And that hearts are quelled, and that grief takes place, and life goes on. And as decisions are made in politics, there are those who are connected to the allness and those who aren't quite sure yet where their place is. And decisions are being made from the experience that they are having. And I also know that that is God. I also know that everything is unfolding, always multiplying, never staying the same. Mother Earth is always changing. My body is changing. Even in this very moment, I am creating new cells. Blood cells are being formed. Nothing stays the same. And so I am grateful for change and experience and life and the next heartbeat. And when the world is happening around me and I'm caught in the story, I can go back to this space of gratitude simply by putting my hand on my heart and feeling the next heartbeat and being grateful for that and grateful for the next breath and grateful for the seat I sit in and grateful for this room and grateful for the town and grateful for the city and grateful for the world and the planet and the galaxy and so on and so on. There's always something for me to be grateful for. And so I celebrate all of life. The stuff that I like, the stuff that challenges me, all of it is here for the betterment and uplifting of me and everyone else in this journey. I release these words and my thoughts into the law that is already working, always working for the divine unfoldment of all. I release all cares, I release all fear, I release worry. And I get centered back into this moment of oneness with divine. And I carry this oneness with me because the law has that. I will never tell the soil how to make a seed grow. So the law has that. I release it, knowing that it's already done. Take another deep breath with me and we say together, and so it is. So it is. Namaste, everybody. The light in me salutes the amazing, wonderful light in each and every one of you. Go always in divine love. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. Blessings. Rise.